Out of the Box. Dr. Joseph Wood, author of the book Miracles Minutes. And today it's going to cover a brief concept to get everybody thinking a little bit. So, if we look at life and look at statistics, um, everyone has dreams, and 90% of the people never live the life that they wanted. Um, Out of all relationships out there, um, what's in the box of the way of thinking and what people expect out of a relationship and how they think about a relationship and how they act in a relationship, you have an 80% chance of that relationship being a failure or not very fulfilling. Only 20% of all relationships are healthy. So, what does this have to do with anything? So, what it has to do with everything is the way we've been conditioned to think about life, about health, about relationships, about becoming successful. Um, we fall into peer pressure. We do what everyone else does, and we act like everyone else does. So, in it's almost a guarantee that you've entered the meat grinder of becoming a sheep, and all herd animals get slaughtered. So the chance of you having a great life is probably not going to happen because we can't denude the reality of statistics. So I've always been an out of the box thinker, or maybe a maverick or a rebel of, why do we have to do it this way? It just didn't seem like it made sense. Or if you do it a certain way, if you look at the results that people obtain, is they don't get the result that was promised on the front end. So a lot of, workout theories don't, not everybody who buys a thing on TV, has six pack abs, gets a girlfriend and wins $1 million. So it's everything we want to hear, but the reality is something different. So we have to connect to reality. So Miracles in Minutes is an out of box way of looking at solving chronic pain. So it's the first book that I wrote. Um, it, I started with that one first because if you're in pain and suffering, then your ability to be in a relationship is going to be diminished. Your ability to have enough energy and the health to create that new business or, be with your kids is greatly diminished. Pain affects our attitude, it affects our ability to perform, it affects our ability, it robs us of energy, and we can't do some of the things that we want to do. So, the Miracles in Minutes concept is unique. It gives you some simple rules like a red light, a yellow light, a green light. When your body has joint pain, it doesn't mean to push through that. So a lot of people, when they get into doing some sort of rehab strategy, they just do what they were told to do, and they stop listening to themselves and to their own body when it says, "Hey, when I do this, this makes me feel worse." So they do it anyway because that's what their doctor told them to do. That's what their therapist told them to do. It's what the chiropractor, somebody told them to do. My whole concept is I don't know what's going to help you. I have some ideas, but let's just find out. It's not me telling you what to do. It's here's a suggestion. Let's from my expertise. Let's see if it helps you. And the way it works is if you do this in real life clinical settings is what may work for Sally may not work for Jane, and they both have back pain or sciatica. So there's no one trick exercise. It's the way life is. It's not just one thing. You have to do what works for you and not necessarily what worked for Sally. I mean, even if Sally's your best friend and she's trying to help Jane out and said, "Hey, I had back pain, this worked for me," that's fine. Try it, but you have to ask, did it work for you? So Miracles in Minutes says you could take any exercise that you want and just apply it and see if it helps you. So it's kind of like you eliminate things that aren't helping you, whatever's making you worse, and you only do the things that help you. So it's a pretty simple concept, But you just have to get out of the box the way of thinking of stop listening to everybody else, listen to yourself, and find out if you apply that it helped you. It's Dr. Wood. Hope you have a great day. Get out of the box.